right?
I mean, so a lot of people know and a lot of people don't know, right?
Mm-hmm.
We actually opened Veninois in May of 2023,
Okay.
and we were immediately shut down. Um, our neighbor across the street started stalking our social media,
Mm-hmm.
started stalking Eventbrite, and made a complaint to the city
Mm-hmm.
and to ABC about how I was trying to hold large scale events, and I don't know where. I don't know
Yes.
when you
Yes.
say large scale, I can only fit 40 people in my place,
Uh-huh.
and then we're rubbing shoulders,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But the complaint was so blatantly racist,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like her and her following are not compatible with the residents of Napa.
Mm.
So me, I'm like, well, if you didn't want to be around,
That's what
that's
this.
what the complaint said.
Okay. Wow.
Like she wrote that.
Yeah.
And the fact that the city and ABC accepted that complaint and
Mm-hmm.
shut me down pending investigation
Uh-huh.
says a lot about the dynamics
Mm-hmm.
here
Mm-hmm.
in the valley.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so when you look at like Chef Kwame's story about being depressed and, you know, off of this review and
Mm-hmm.
business falls and, you know, et cetera, for me it was heartbreaking. I
Mm-hmm.
had closed my restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't worked a real job since 2019,
Mm-hmm.
you know, when I left Kaiser, and it was just like, what am I going to do?
Mm-hmm.
I've spent $100,000 on this space,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't have not one single person in here. And it was to the point where we had to basically shut everything down, and I had to stop coming here
Mm-hmm.
because I was getting into a space and in my head and in my heart, like, this can't be like, I don't understand this.
Mm-hmm.
Because up until then we had no problems,
Right.
but I didn't realize the little angels that were around me making
Mm-hmm.
it so that there weren't problems. Like my contractor John Uhl, he's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I was like, well, what do I need to do? I'll go down to the city. And he goes, no, 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 no. No, you're not going to the city. I'll go to the city.
He's in Napa.
He's in Napa.
Okay.
He's a non-melanated person.
Okay.
And he was like, no, babe girl, no, I'll go to the city, okay?
Uh-huh.
And you just get your wine and stuff
Yeah,
together.
yeah, do you? Yeah.
You do you. And I think that's a theme with men and me. It's like gone and just gone. So I didn't realize that he was doing that to protect me.
Uh-huh.
Because probably if they would have seen me
Mm-hmm.
coming down there, I would have had a lot more problems from the beginning.
Right.
So I had to stop coming up here because there was a day where I saw the neighbor who filed the complaint, and I just wanted to talk to her
Uh-huh.
and find out, like, why would you try to shut down a woman business? What is this BS about we're smoking weed and cigars outside? Like, you're making up stuff,
Uh-huh.
you know, that the sound is so deafening and, you know, we're making so much noise. And it's just like, dude, my space is soundproofed. So what are you talking about? Our whole building is soundproofed.
Uh-huh.
You know, all you're really going to hear is the from the music.
Uh-huh.
So 5 months of going back and forth with the city, with ABC, with my attorneys, like, and it was getting to a space where I was like, I'm gonna go over there, and I'm gonna be out of myself.
Uh-huh.
And that's when my husband was like, you can't go. You just stay here, stay home and let it, you know, it'll all work out.
Mm-hmm.
If it's what God wants you to do, it'll work out.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay,
That's 2 points for the husband.
hella points for the husband.